as if we're all ready.
Yeah, I should have gotten enough recording for that.
Alright. I'm streaming this, so and I'm just gonna go like, fuck it, let's go. I'm not just testing for the levels or nothing.
These levels are for naught.
Alright, Red Venom, you ready?
Yep. Got all my stuff connected.
Okay, so in 5, 4, 3...
Oh yeah, and just really quick. You guys can't hear the background noises, right? Of me?
Not to my knowledge, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
not at this point in time.
Okay then, so we're good.
Alright. I heard something!
Who's there?
Is it ghost?
Show yourself!
3, 2... Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 28, or 27, I forget, of the No Name Podcast. Jazz, which one is this? This one is
27.
This again? 27.
The 8th millionth time he said it.
Well, maybe one day we might get a 28.
We'll see about that.
My name is Mrmoopsy, and I'm here with my co-hosts.
It's Cosmo Jazz here. How is everyone doing?
I'm Venom. Hello, everybody.
All right, and Raz is here, but she doesn't have a mic, so okay.
I do have a mic. I'm just being quiet.
Okay.
She's here in our hearts. You can still hear her even now.
In spirit.
Echoes in the wind.
But,
If it just happens to sound like her, that means we're all crazy. All right. So, Jazz, would you go ahead and let the fine folks know what it is we're doing?
all right, we're doing a podcast. No.
Oh shit, we are.
No,
I better put on my fancy underwear.
No, don't do that. Those are dirty. But,
Oh god. And here I thought I was gonna say the gross thing.
I'm taking cues from the last time you were here, Venom.
He's
I
not
know.
wrong. But today we're going to be talking about the Tekken World Finals and their announcement, the Capcom Pro Finals and their announcement, the Game Awards thoughts, is it better than E3, and the Xbox Series X. We're going to be talking about Stadia versus Amazon and the future of cloud gaming, and YouTube and Copa versus the state of our podcasts, and maybe some other fun stuff along that way. So,
Hooray.
yeah, let's start off with the first one being Tekken World Finals. Ugh. So,
This is Max's face.
yes, it is.
Well, I was gonna say, when Moopsy made that grunt, I thought like he was taking out like a bottle of hard liquor. Like, oh man, here we go.
Starting with this shit again.
Shit, here we go again.
Aw, sweet. Wasn't expecting that.
I got to see a good bit of the LCQ, but it was like in the middle of the night, so I fell asleep.
When did it end?
Wait, so did you... Go ahead.
Look at it.
Oh, because I was just going to say, so did you end up falling asleep, or...
I did
did
end
you
up
watch-
falling asleep for like a couple of hours because I
Okay.
didn't want to miss any of the final stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And like I ended up like catching near the end, like top 8 of LCQ,
Mm-hmm.
which was absolutely insane, mind you. And then the fact that AT was like winning there, it's just like I didn't expect him to win, to be honest, because he almost lost like 3 times that entire time. But those were very good. And then I was able to watch the rest of the finals and stuff, even though they wrecked my sleeping schedule. But
Yeah, you're only up like 10 minutes afterwards, and you're like, okay, I'm going to sleep.
Wiggity wiggity wrecked.
But no, LCQ was fun, and then the finals came, and they did a weird thing I hope they never do again, which I get why they did it, because they want everybody who's been there to be shown on their matches, but doing one at a time takes way too damn long. I hope they change that back to the original format, which was like doing them all in like the groups they're in, so that it can just keep going and going rapid fire. Because I love all the players to death, but dear God, I thought I was gonna die for a second.
But Jess, if they're not all shown on stream, Grandmama won't be able to see them.
Well, Grandmama should have been there, shouldn't she?
Well, Grandmama maybe is an old bitch.
I don't care if she's on her deathbed. She should have been here.
Those beds have wheels.
Yeah, but I will say though, probably my biggest highlight. I don't know about you, Mrmoopsy, because you were kind of there with me. But my biggest highlight was Arslan Ash losing to Shadow.
I was there, but I can't remember. It's been a good minute.
That's that memory of yours.
Not you.
Was he the one that was like 0-3?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And he ended up taking Arslan with him.
I do remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was nuts.
It was like the one guy where he said, like, look, he's not gonna fucking make it past, but he can take Arslan Ash with him. And he didn't end up seriously.
Where do you think you going?
It was like the Cyberman, and fucking Arslan Ash was Yamcha.
It was. It's really bad.
Just jumped on him and just exploded. And then Arslan just doing the Yamcha pose in the crater.
I kind of regret making that joke because I like Yamcha.
Nah, but
That's right. There's one that exists.
You are definitely a rare breed. But then we got, after all the other good stuff and whatnot, then there was the big finish before top 8, where Lohai takes out his name is escaping me right now, but another Pakistani big guy, Watani, and with a rage art that nobody saw coming, and like literally blew up Twitter all over the place. Whose music is that?
Venoms, probably.
Yeah, because I hear the dog.
Oh. Well, that's just my dog.
Yeah, I mean, we can hear all that stuff.
There we go. A little better.
Okay.
But
he's mastered that soundboard.
There.
Yeah. And then that like blew up like crazy. It was probably the most highlighted moment of the finals. And then top 8, there was no Pakistanis, which everybody thought there was going to be nothing but Pakistanis. The exact opposite happened. And then Chikurin wins the entire thing. Unfortunately, instead of with the character he's known for, which is Geese, he won it with Akuma. So yeah,
he must have been really desperate if he went to Akuma.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's like he's not helping the whole reputation of it's nothing but Akuma for Tekken.
He definitely did not. It's just like, okay, it's Geese. At least we know he's known for this character. What the fuck, Akuma?
It's like in case of desperate wins, break glass, and it's just Akuma's picture.
Sure.
It's just a symbol.
I knew. What? And then he's here, Akuma. What took you so long?
Oh man, but I mean, I'm still happy he won, even though I really was hoping, since it was he was in there, that Nee was gonna win, because it seems like he can never win the big one. He always gets there and just never. You know what? And
it's like Punk.
I was just about to make that comparison.
Yeah.
He's literally turned into the Punk of the Tekken community. Absolute monster, but when it fucking really counts, he just gets cursed.
Maybe it's like that. It's like that Ganondorf curse.
Maybe. But
Triggered.
Absolutely triggered.
I thought she said chicken.
Chicken. But now that Chikurin won, then we got to, well, actually that was before that thing, but then we got to the announcement, which was, first starting off with the one we knew, Leroy, who has probably the one trailer that pretty much everybody probably knows now when it comes to Tekken.
Yeah,
I love that song.
It's
I
on
want it
my
on my
playlist.
iPod.
I literally quote it every time I see Leroy. Why is it you feeling yourself?
Oh, you about to get this work.
That too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've listened to it a couple times.
It's like, where did this come from, Namco? Who do you have in your...
That's why I like it. Somebody made that. Somebody made like a video of when T-Pain cosplayed as Leroy dancing, and they just put in the song.
Of course, as they should have.
You see him dance into the song, and it works perfectly too. Like it's not even like out of sync. It just flows perfect.
10 out of 10.
Would flow again.
Yeah, and then we got to, in my opinion, and probably a lot of people's opinion, the most disappointing part of the announcement. So all 5 of you Ganryu mains, I'm happy for you. But the rest of us did not want this fucker back.
Actually,
yes. Well, I was saying if... Oh,
I was just about to say, Venom wanted Ganryu.
So you were one of the 5?
I was just saying, like who else could they bring in? And I was thinking, like, Ganryu, probably June.
Couldn't
Don't get this started.
Well, Bruce, until we saw the last character.
Which we'll get to in a second.
Yeah. And then, I don't know.
Wang.
Wang.
There's a couple of others that they're escaping my mind right now. But there were definitely a good few before Ganryu.
And I'm pretty sure nobody wanted Dr. Paskonovich.
It's funny enough, there was a poll like recently, like before this event, and he beat Ganryu like 3 spots.
Wow.
I was gonna say, like, the only reason I don't think Eddie wanted Ganryu in the game, but he said that if he made it in, then you'd have like classic Tekken in the roster.
Which is true. This is very true. I cannot knock that fact.
Well, yeah, but like just because it's a fact doesn't mean it's good.
I mean, because literally, you look, and I'm not kidding you, because I actually went to my mom to this bookstore, and they had like a Game Awards book or whatever, Guinness book, and it literally says in that Guinness book that Ganryu is the least favorite character in the whole Tekken series.
Jesus Christ!
Wow.
So I'm literally wondering what on earth made them pick him out of everyone.
It's like fucking Herodotus. I just started giving people the middle finger.
Don't ask me for shit.
I know.
Or this is what you get.
like people hate him so much that even E Honda looks. Wow, you're weirder than me.
And don't get me wrong, I actually dig his new redesign. Not exactly great that he's a streamer now. That's neither here nor there.
Well, and even too, it's kind of creepy because the fact that he's only doing it because of Julia.
Oh, absolutely, 100%. Although it did give me my new profile picture.
Oh yeah, the disgusted Julia face.
I literally said in my reaction, she is me right now at this very moment.
Like Julia doesn't get mad at a lot of when she does.
It's like mother.
She's just like, God damn it!
Leave me alone. I wonder what her mom's probably thinking through all this. No, I don't want to spend any more time on this stupid guy's character, especially since somebody literally yesterday pulled the plug on me playing him.
God.
And then there's the one that Venom brought up earlier, Fakuram, or Fuck Your Mom, as a lot of people are calling him now. And I'm not like a lot of people when they first started seeing the trailer, they saw the bandages, they saw like the shorts. It's like, it's Bruce. The second you see that face, that's not Bruce.
It's Bruce's cousin twice removed.
It's Bruce. And then
when did Bruce start taking steroids?
and changing color. He's turned to Michael Jackson.
Oh God, he's Birdie. He was like really sick.
Oh man, but I do think it was the most hilarious part of that trailer. Other than that, was the fact that they showed how tall he was apparently, and then like when they actually start fighting, he shrinks.
Yeah,
like wait a minute.
Yeah, because like, what's the name of the fucking wrestler, dude?
Marduk.
Bardock.
Oh,
Bardock.
Marduk.
Bardock.
Yep.
Square.
He's like, we do not need him in Tekken.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he would kill Fakuram with like one punch.
He'd basically kill everybody. Maybe not the Mishimas.
Misha's is fucking DBZ at this point, so maybe not.
But no, yeah. But Marduk, yeah, fucking like he was all scared and like shrimpy compared to him. They even have that one part where like he punches him and doesn't do shit.
Well, the one part that makes me laugh is the scene where like you first see him like go up to Marduk and you see that he's bigger than him and like Marduk's like, uh-oh. But then like when they do the actual in-game thing, it's like, what the? He's the same size.
He literally does like an elbow, and all of a sudden it just shrinks like 3 feet. Yeah, Martin, that's a new power.
Is this part of his fighting style? He just shrinks every time he hits.
He's Ant-Man. Get him. Ant-Man to see some shit after going up in Thanos' butt. But no, he's gotten mixed reactions, really. Because a lot, of course, you gotta have the group that's like, "Where's Bruce? We wanted Bruce." And, to be honest, I'm just like, you have Josie. What do you expect? Josie is literally Bruce with a couple new moves.
Oh, that or plus the chances are that they are basically like the Lay fanboys.
Yeah, and it's like, yeah, Bruce is in the game. Where's Julia? Where's Shun? Where's Kunimitsu? It's like, we just brought you this character.
Wait, but Julia... I never asked for this. Cue all the fucking 50 pages of tweets and shit.
Yeah.
Wait, but I thought Julia made it in.
Yeah, I mean, like, back then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like, it's that bullshit of, like, people want something just to want something.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm happy. I got King and Armor Geese. Just a cherry on top.
You cut off, and so it sounded like King and Armor Geese.
Oh.
That sounds badass.
It's like, we do not need him. He's tough to kill enough.
I will stain my armor with your blood.
Although it makes me kind of sad because I feel like the amount of grabs that everyone escaped in the tournament, I'm all like, oh yeah, King and Armor King are going to be low tier so fast.
They're actually very high tier.
Oh, are they?
Yeah, especially King. King is pretty up there. Armor King is kind of mid to high. But yeah, King's definitely up there.
I gotta start practicing. I re-downloaded it once I got my hard drive, and I mean to play Tekken, but get skipped.
You should play with us.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
We just fuck around.
Yeah, I should join you guys. About to start.
Venom's coming out really bad.
Yeah, he's kind of like getting every other word out.
Hold up.
Stop downloading porn.
There's a time and a place. Damn.
Or share that shit.
Yes.
Hey, don't tell me.
Share the load.
Don't tell me what I can and can't download. Date nabbit.
No, I'm actually curious from you two when it comes to Fakuram, because y'all are not like the real like Tekken players. So I'm curious, like for someone who's like more newer to the game, what are your thoughts on them?
I might use them because I like fighters.
All right.
Although, like, I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. What's the name of the girl, Bruce, that
Josie.
she replaced? I didn't really think Josie was like the Muay Thai fighter. I guess.
To be honest, and like to be fair, because people just say like Bruce is Muay Thai. Really, he's kickboxing. Let's be honest here.
Or like a mix.
Yeah, like if we're really going Muay Thai, I think Fakuram really fits that more with the way he's fighting.
Okay.
Yeah. So sister like, oh, we could have Muay Thai Bruce. It's not really Muay Thai. It's more kickboxing. Just saying.
Although the one thing I don't like about Fakumram is couldn't make his legs buffer. Like he's suffering from the Crash Bandicoot physique.
Yeah, his chest is really huge.
Yeah. They should have buffed his arms and legs.
Fucking like somebody photoshops in like a cheap image of Abigail when he was first shown.
God.
Hara's like, I can do that.
They ain't the only ones.
But I mean, for me, I guess the best way to put it is because the way I entered Tekken 7, if it was up to me, there's a good chunk of characters like I would not even have if I had the ability to. So it's like I wouldn't have Marduk, I wouldn't have Armor King, I wouldn't have like a bunch of those characters. I'd go for like the interesting meme characters, you know. And out of season 3, honestly, the interesting meme character for me was Leroy. So I did end up getting him, but he's really the only one that who I found interesting as a character.
Leroy gives me anxiety.
Yeah, I saw that last night.
Yeah, everyone says he's the broken final boss of Tekken.
He's so good. Like literally, his pokes are literally gonna kill you if he just did that.
Like, yeah, I fought with Jazz using Leroy, and like his pokes do kind of like closer to 10%, like 7, 8.
Yeah, like it's kind of nasty how much damage he does just off of little things.
And imagine if a Leroy player kills you with his dog. It's like the ultimate humiliation.
I've seen that happen. It's so funny.
I'm sure that there's some people going like, "That's it, I'm quitting for the day."
And rage quit.
Come on, sugar, pal.
Either that or they just fucking like cut off stream entirely. What's your turn up to the LTG?
Yeah, it's like that's it. Okay, I'm done. All right, stream. Give me your donations. All right, bye.
Yeah, it sounds like LTG.
Oh, tear.
Dead ass band,
bitch.
But yeah, in terms of visual design, I mean, I've made the comparison, but I'm not gonna really say that like, oh, this is why I don't or do want it. The whole comparison of thinking it looks like Sagat.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, he just doesn't seem like a very like interesting character. Like he doesn't have that much of a personality. He just seems like the whole, oh, I'm big and strong and silent. Like, yeah, I'm sure there's like a bunch of other characters in Tekken.
It's funny you say that because they've released his character story, and he's actually much deeper than that.
Well, you know what he reminds me of? He reminds me of a character from like Baki the Grappler.
Which I can actually agree with you on that. Like just off of looks, I can definitely see that comparison.
Like watching the way he comes in on that machine thing. I'm like, there is literally a character in Baki the Grappler that comes in the exact same way.
Maybe he's a ripoff.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if they based that.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, Bamco's getting sued.
But I like.
Well, who knows? Who knows? Maybe the creator actually maybe helped in his appearance.
Anything's possible at this point.
Yep.
But like when you learn like he was like the defender of like the people, and he was been in war, but he didn't want to do that anymore. He just wanted to live with his family, and then he had to go into underground fighting in order to protect his family and get money, like literally fighting bears, which is why he has a scar on his face.
Did his family die at any point?
They can. They are in danger as we see, as the story goes.
Well, I was just looking for a simple yes or no.
I mean, if you want them to die, I mean...
Let me put it to you this way. Lose with Fakuram and they die.
All right. Advancing plot.
That way, every match is like a gamble.
Every match counts. Literally, don't lose.
I would fucking pay so much money to see Jazz stream with Fuck Your Mom, and every time he loses with him, he's like, "No, I've killed my family."
No. Forgive me.
And it puts it into videos, and in post production he has like a
have a bunch of war scenes just in the background,
he's like, you lose.
Saddest music. No, man.
It's like I got second place, and like that doesn't. That's still straightforward.
Do you keep your family alive for second place? I don't think so.
He's like, no. Yeah, you made second place. Good job. You only lose one child.
Hooray, second place.
Too bad you didn't get first place. Otherwise, your whole family would still be here.
No, only most of your family's here.
Sorry, second place doesn't get great cash prize. No.
Just loss of your toes.
Sorry, second place saves only a portion of your village.
No, but
and it's the part that doesn't have the crops.
I can see a fire.
Why do I find this so funny?
I see nothing but fire. My crops.
You just hear the whoosh, it clears the whole screen.
It's like they put it in gasoline in like beforehand because they knew he wasn't gonna win.
It looks like the fucking character select screen from CVS 2.
Oh god, that's terrible.
You're the one that started with the whole crops thing.
No, Razzle, you guys say something? Good talk.
Yeah.
But
so much conversation out of her, we can't get her to shut up.
It's a problem.
Well, go ahead.
I was just gonna go to the aftermath part of everything, though.
Yeah, because I was gonna say that, like, unfortunately, because it was Jess and I were watching the Check-in World Tour, but at one point I just felt like so fucking tired. I had to call it quits. I got 8 hours of sleep, but I woke up during the last 2 rounds of the finals.
Yep, and then it was over.
Yep.
He missed everything.
And I'm too lazy to go back and watch the videos.
Yep. But no, the next set of finals for next year should be around more our time zone. So that should be good for at least for us anyway.
Yep.
Where it's gonna be, who knows? That probably won't know till Evo again. But
Canada.
I mean, it is in the time zone, I guess. But yeah, I'm just hoping that they just kind of go back to the normal format. Like, I get it, but it's so long. People need sleep.
Yeah. I feel like it probably wouldn't have been such a bad idea this time around if the location was, if it was like a different location.
Yeah.
Because the thing is, like, you could have either had the location, or you could have had like the format. But to have both, then you're really pushing shit.
Yeah, I think that's it for Tekken World Finals, really. So now we can move on to Capcom Pro Finals. So,
hooray!
Let's start off with one big elephant in the room. No LCQ stream. So, did we ever really find out the real reason for that?
Not to my knowledge, but then again, in my I can't say defense.
In your defense, it was your fault.
Exactly. Shit. No, it was more of like I wasn't like it's on a personal note. It's more like I wasn't super all that interested in the LCQ. Or like I know some people are. But I feel like you could just go back to like my whole like grandmama joke about that shit and then just be like,
should have been there.
Exactly. But it's like, yeah, for me it was, I never found out because I've never bothered looking because I got exactly to see what I wanted to see.
No, that definitely was a sour taste in a lot of people's mouths.
Yeah,
Especially since you just had another event that did show all of it. But
too much.
just a bit
That's
too
what happened,
much.
Jess. All the LCQ went to Tekken World Tour.
I'm okay with this. No, and then there was that. Of course, the whole laggy setup debacle that happened. Which I'll let Moopsy go with this one.
I was drinking water.
Drink it up, bitch. I caught you red.
It's like
My microphone.
just spits it out.
But yeah, basically, because I was explaining this to Venom earlier too. What happened was that during the finals, well, not the finals, during the streams, essentially, there was reports of because it was a setup of two TVs, each showing the game, and then one of the things that people were reporting to the staff about was that the player two side of the I guess ring, we could call it, or whatever, of the arena, the player two side was not functioning properly. There was lag on the screen, and it was causing some players trouble.
Never had this much trouble.
Exactly. They needed to call Dante for help. Anyway, and I forget. Do you remember exactly which player was it that reported it, or like that was seen reporting it on stream?
Oh, I just had his name in my head.
Raz, save us.
Quick, give us the name.
Nani?
Okay, that works.
I want to say it was Oil King.
I think he was in the match. We'll just say Oil King with an asterisk, because we can't remember.
Yeah, I know Problem X was in there, but I can't remember the other guy.
Yeah. But we'll just say Oil King with an asterisk, because we can't remember the guy that actually was like shown reporting it.
Mm.
But basically, what I had heard through one of our friends was that people were like upset because they were reporting it, and then Jazz tells me that everyone was reporting it for like throughout the whole event, but it wasn't until someone was on stream reported, like showing it, reporting it to the staff, that they actually did something about it. Mm-hmm. For some reason, they were like ignoring their shit, which is why I'm like, I mean, if I had to say why they were probably ignoring it, was because we got like a tournament to run, so we can't waste time.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not defending it. I'm just saying like speculation.
Mm. Because you would have to figure out what the problem was in the first place, which could be a number of issues: faulty PS4, faulty HDMI, bad monitor, etc.
Yeah, it's like it would be too many things that would take up too much time, and like I loved watching the tournament, but that shit ran long like every day.
Mm-hmm.
Even like because they went from like top 16 to finals. That shit was like almost a whole fucking day.
And the main reason for that, which it should have been the day before, so they could just get the top 8, was the fact that they had to do the Street Fighter League finals that night, which literally, in my opinion, was a bad idea. That ruins the flow of the whole event, because it's just kind of there.
It kind of did. They probably should have exchanged the two. They should have exchanged those finals for the top 16 into top 8. That way, they could have basically had 2 sets of finals.
Yeah, and that would have been a much better flow.
Yeah, but I mean, hindsight's 20/20. And so, yeah, I know, right? And so, I had heard that they didn't look into it up until that moment on stream where they like showed people looking into it.
Mm-hmm.
That's about as far as I had understood. I was never told if it carried through, or if I've forgotten. But I wasn't sure. I'm not sure if it carried on through to top 16 into finals.
Mm-hmm. Which, I mean, There's only so much we can know from just streams.
Yeah.
But, on a slightly lighter note, Item won.
Oh, yeah. I was cheering the whole time. I was like, fucking go!
That's how I was telling Moopsy, I hate Punk. Such an asshole.
I am indifferent.
Well, because I don't know. I don't know if he's a nice guy or whatever, but it's like he has that kind of face that like especially when he smiles, because he has that kind of douchey smile. And I don't know if he was just born with that or he does that on purpose, but.
So what you're saying is you're racist.
He's racist.
He's racist. Even worse.
Hey, if it was a white guy, it would be the same thing.
I knew it.
Like, I'm just imagining Punk as a white guy. Huh, that's weird.
This got weird real fast.
Hey, you guys made it weird. I didn't want to go there.
But
I also hated.
Well, go ahead.
Because I was also telling Moopsy that I hated when he freaking teabagged that one player when he was playing as Chun-Li. Because he like got the stun on him and he just doing like a little teabag, and I'm like, oh, you bastard.
Yeah, he was going up against a birdie.
And I'm like, I hope you. And I'm glad you did.
I'm also indifferent to that.
Well, for me, because like I'm not gonna say I'm a fan of Punk. I don't know what he's like behind the scenes, but I will say that I've never been a fan of that kind of type of attitude when it comes to like professional setting.
I think he's also gotten into arguments with especially with Metroid. It was like a while back. This was like back in Street Fighter 4, and I remember there was a part where both him and Metroid were getting into it, like arguing with each other.
To be fair, though, I've heard Metroid is not the greatest person to talk to in real life.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, I've heard that quite a bit. Not saying that it's could have been Punk's doing, but I have heard things.
Yeah.
Bad thing. But things.
Some shit.
Yeah, and so for me, I was mostly I was mostly cheering on Idom because he did something that I love to see in fighting games, which is take the unrepresented character or underrepresented character and actually take him to the top.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, oh that's right. He won with Poison.
He won with Poison and Laura. Primarily Laura.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, so he's using Laura and Poison?
Correct.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like 80% Laura.
That's still good.
Oh yeah.
Know,
Again,
especially since you changed to like a low tier character in the grand finals.
I don't think Laura's or Poison's that low tier. Because I've told this to Jazz before that I've seen Justin Wong get pretty decent with her.
To be honest, I think a lot of the tiers that put her in low tier are not playing her correctly.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, hell, she's got a spider swing, for God's sakes. It's like it's like one of the perfect ways to get in, especially since you could do like a mix-up air attack too.
Well, because that's the thing, though, right? Because what Jazz and I are pretty much in agreement on is that if you're playing Laura or Poison up close, you're doing it wrong. She's supposed to be she's like a Dawson type.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, because of rope.
Yeah, because for some reason they decided to put a hitbox in there, which is fucking stupid.
I'm with him. That doesn't make sense.
Well, it's the same. It's the same thing with Falk. Like they put a hitbox on her rod thing too. So like if you hit her while she's doing a rod attack, she'll still get hit.
And it still doesn't reach as far as Poison shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's why a lot of people put Falk at low tier.
And I would say that the closest comparison to Falk, I'm not saying she's high tier. I would say all I'm saying is that the closest comparison to Falk in any fighting games, I feel like is she's kind of like Shao Kahn, where she's more centered around mid range.
Go on.
Well, I kind of wish like Shao Kahn, they would have given her more buffs to make her better.
The biggest thing you would need for her is probably either reduced frames or for her to just be generally faster. But then you run the risk of breaking her like too far in another direction, to the point that basically people are calling like for nerfs basically the day after.
We need nerfs.
Nope,
Nerfs now.
More Marvel. More Marvel characters. Rashid. But no, that was a hype finals.
That definitely was, especially like after the reset.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, we had a little show with I don't know if you can show the your little image there, Moops. But a certain fun thing happened between Ono and Kenny Omega.
Well, if you could call that a show.
Something with angles.
Yeah, it's like ignoring the whole angles thing, because I mean I am.
But yeah, as he's showing that, then we can go to the thing that pretty much gave everybody the most confused boner ever. Seth came back. Oh man! Speaking of which, that's still my highest viewed video.
Yep, I saw it was like past like 2,300 or something like that.
Yeah, it's like past 2,500 now. I wouldn't be surprised by the end of the year it hits 3,000.
You're gonna be Mr. 3,000.
Well, I still like that video you post, Joss. It's that guy.
I can walk on his all his ass, double cheeked up.
And then I've seen comments like friends and Facebook where it's like, so if you you imagine fucking Seth and he has that voice still, it's like, oh yeah,
that's basically Dr. Girlfriend.
Yeah,
it's like at least with Rose, it's like, yeah, she was a part of Bison, but at least she has her own like consciousness and her own voice. Here it's Seth but in a female body.
The conclusion I ended up coming to though was that it's Seth. It's he's always been a robot. We've always just said he because he looks like a dude in the beginning.
Although according to a lot of people on my comment section, he had a male-ish brain thing. So I'm of the impression of do whatever the fuck you want.
Pretty much, because my thing's just been like he's always been a robot. So like it doesn't fucking matter.
Wait, does that mean Abel isn't it too?
Because he is technically a part of Seth.
Yeah, but I don't know like the exact details because
Street Fighter 4 story sucked.
It wasn't great. No, I definitely won't. I definitely will agree to that. But also, it was also that kind of like arcade mode storytelling that I've always hated. Where they just like where it's basically like, oh, here's the ending for every single character. Figure out which one's the canon one.
Yeah, and then you'll be wrong.
Yeah.
Although it still makes me wonder if Capcom's still gonna make like an epilogue story.
Like they did in 5?
I mean,
yeah, because I mean, like they're adding all these people, and then like even in the movie for Arcade Edition, they show that like Ed is probably gonna be the next villain. Something.
And Moopsy and I have gone through this before. I really hope not.
He doesn't seem to want to be like a villain. He seems to create his own like little organization / task force. From what I've seen from his character story, and some quotes that I've seen from Falk and stuff, but it seems to be that like they're probably just like either like a task force or maybe mercs or something like that. But they're not going to be trying to, even though they call themselves New Shadaloo, they're not out to like conquer the world.
Yeah.
Although I feel like they'd probably help like maybe Ryu or Alex or them fight Gil and probably Seth.
There's a good chance that like the story would ask for that of them.
Yeah, we don't need Goodbye.
No. I know, though, like, as far as the more epilogue stuff, like big stories and whatnot, I'm not gonna lie. I'm willing to give them another shot, but if it's anything like 5 was, I say just cut it.
Just get rid of it.
Because I'm not. A lot of people hold this against them. I'm not. But a lot of people are gonna hold like even MVCI's kind of story was trash when they did it like on there too. So it's like 2 big stories that are really not good in my opinion. They're just kind of there.
Yeah. And for me, it's like I doubt. Though I hope to be wrong. I doubt that they're gonna do an epilogue for Street Fighter V. I do want to see what happens in the story for Street Fighter 6, but I would also say hopefully they get like a different writer.
Absolutely, 100%. Although I will say it's still not as bad as Dead or Alive 6.
Yeah, no, fuck that. And I like Dead or Alive 6, but the story there was
non-existent.
Dull and non-existent.
You heard of filler episodes. Get ready for something way worse.
The fucking story in Dead or Alive 6 makes Garlic Jr. saga actually worth watching.
He says that, and you may be laughing, but it's true. But yeah, as far as that goes, I'll give it another chance if they do another one. I just really hope it's better.
Yeah. Because yeah, like the ones that have had it so far, the best in my opinion is Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, and like, I love how people are like, yeah, they started it. No, Tekken 6 started it. They perfected it.
Yeah, because for me, it's like my favorites in terms of like the storytelling. It's the ones it's 9 and 11.
Mm-hmm. Which there's so many things I could talk about, and I might even do a video later about some things I would change about 11's story, but I'm not gonna do that here.
Like I can guess one of the things though for sure.
I'm actually curious. Which one do you think?
Dark Raiden.
Actually, no. I'm actually kind of okay with that. If
Blasphemy.
You do something else along with that.
Although the one thing I hated in 11 was just the fact that they got rid of Dark Raiden.
Which I can definitely understand that, but I feel like if you did have Dark Raiden, you would have to change the story entirely, because some things wouldn't make a lot of sense. That being said,
yeah, because it's like he was only there for like 5 minutes, and then they just kill him off like that.
There's like magic gust.
Because honestly, like I can almost see why, if you know the original Dark Raiden story, why they probably cut it, because his original stuff kind of made him very lunatic-like and made the things way too chaotic for probably what they were going for. Which I could do a whole other video on that itself. I'm just gonna leave it there.
I mean, hopefully you make that video, because I'd be really interested to hear.
Yeah, but actually, I was thinking you were gonna say something about Frost, because that's one of the big ones I would have completely changed.
How she was basically non-existent too.
Yes, and how she should have been implemented. Like, you could have technically still had her the way she was in the story, but her existence makes no sense.
Kinda, yeah. If you really start to think about it, like the whole machine aspect of her and her fatality animations, like they kind of don't make sense there.
Yeah, which I have a perfect gripe, but that's a whole other thing for a whole other story. Back to Street Fighter.
Make all these videos, Jeff. Want to see? But anyway, but yeah, so like Seth, if you get a boner, good for you. If you don't, good for you.
Bingo.
Seth, what are you doing with all this ass?
Double cheeked up.
Although
I do like how the nostalgia costume, it does have him in his Street Fighter 4 look.
I know, and then you look at his summer costume, and I'm like, what are you doing, Capcom? Why are you making it more hot?
Money.
Fucking Venom the whole time watching Seth. He's like, "Oh no, he's hot."
Yeah, oh no, he's hot.
Sure, everybody was like that. It's like fucking. It's Seth again. And oh no, he's hot.
Yeah, my stance has always been he's always been just a robot. Just think of it as like a sex doll.
And it's just Capcom, your mind's in weird places right now.
Like
you're really pushing for that money.
Okay, but I will say, like, ignoring the whole weird sexiness aside, what do you guys think of him as a fighter?
I think it's very interesting. I'm thinking it's his V skill, right? That makes him take your opponent's
It's his. I think it's his trigger.
Okay, either or. That's
I like the fact that he can take your like I was saying too that it reminds me of in MKX where Shinnok had that ability where you can take your ability, like your fighting character's ability, and then use an attack from them when you use it again. I don't know.
I mean, either that or just call him Shang Tsung.
Well, no, because I know that's basically what Seth does, is that he uses one of your trademark move against you.
Right.
And then like Shinnok has a similar move like that in X where he does that. Where he'll like just steal your essence and then he can basically do one of your moves if you do that input again. Although I like it because you do that with Boraicho, he does actually fart.
Nice.
That's why I like it that when Seth steals from Abigail, he actually buffs up to do the Abigail Muda. So that's bonus.
All right, but you were saying, Jess?
Well, I'm very interested in that aspect alone, really, because like the other one was kind of cool with the whole ball thing going and whatnot, which is basically the spirit ball from Yamcha. Let's be honest here, but I'm very interested to see how you could take that and like make different setups with his already command list, and as well as his V skills and whatnot, because that could probably do like some serious major damaging combos and whatnot. Like, for example, the one they showed, like Abigail's rapid punch.
Yeah, the Abigail punch.
Yeah. Like, I was just thinking of that and, like, how... I don't know if he still has his dive kick. I wasn't really paying attention. But you could do that and then go into the dive kick into this other kind of, like, switching sides and shit. Like, the ideas and things just kept popping up every time I was thinking of it.
Right. Because that's one of the things that I'm also a little curious about is what the special moves are, because it almost looked like Seth did have like she brought back all the like the moves that like were sort of like we recognize of her, but at the same time they were like alternate forms. You know what I mean? Like she brought that fucking kick, like the double kick that's basically meant to be like Chun-Li's kick, or that he had a different way to do the triple Shoryuken. Like well, I'm interested to see what it, how which of those moves come back and how she implements them.
Well, from what I've heard, the new Seth now has like moves incorporating from like Juri, Mina, and I think Chun-Li. Like, so he has more like female moves, which makes sense because he's a female body now.
Right.
Because like he even has like Mina's like that flip kick she can do. Like I know it's like a unique move, but I know like he has that now.
Oh, and then he has the cartwheel, yeah.
Yeah. And then he has the dive kick of hers. Like I kind of like make it.
I mean, don't forget Dawson also had that too.
But he could turn his into like a freaking drill.
I mean, yeah, it's fucking. That's the Seth part, but I mean, they both have that fucking floaty kick.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
It's weird too, because like there's one attack he does where like he's not even doing anything, but it looks like he's like doing like multiple punches and kicks.
Yeah, that's what I mean though, because like that's the one I'm saying, which is I feel like that one's kind of like the whole Chun-Li kick thing, but it could also be like an aspect from a different character. That's what I'm really curious to see, because it could be that he is taking either some other character's moves, or maybe he's just taking them and twisting them into his own versions. It could be one of those.
I just hope they give him. I hope they give him like a moderate health bar. I don't want freaking glass cannon Seth again.
I do wonder how they're gonna deal with this health bar. We don't know yet, so we can't really say oh, it should definitely be this. But I do wonder if he is going to be a glass cannon again.
Because that's the one reason I never really used it. He dies too easily.
That's what because I didn't really play Street Fighter 4 that much. Was he a glass cannon?
Yes, he was.
Yeah.
He did massive damage, but he also died very fast.
like his health bar was even lower than Akuma.
What?
Yeah. His whole thing was basically rushing you down with some very weird, unique things, which worked in the beginning, but as time went on, it worked less and less.
Oh, basically Charlie syndrome.
Basically.
Yes. Especially when they took away his air Dulcim arm. Because they thought it was too broken, even though it's that's one of the only ways you can get in.
I see.
Yep.
I mean, that seems to be about it for Capcom Cup, right?
Well, I was going to ask, since y'all, well, at least Mrmoopsy anyway, what are your thoughts on some of the V skills?
Let's see. At the moment, I've really only tried. Let's see, because I've tried Kage's, I've tried Ryu's. Who else? Because I also like to mess around. I've been messing around with Gil a decent chunk too. Excuse me. I need to look into what it is exactly Armika's does. And I haven't messed around with Chun-Li enough to really try to make combos out of it. But
did they bring back moves for certain characters?
Not to my knowledge.
Because I know Chun-Li can now do her cartwheel again.
Yeah, but that's I think that's her V skill, isn't it? I think so.
Is it?
I did to double check, because like I said, Chun-Li was one of the ones that I haven't really used that much. But I feel like there was also a character that did get another move back lately or recently.
Although I do wish they'd they should make Zangief's Green Fist skill.
That's what some people were saying, but I think it was Jazz who said I kind of disagree with that.
Yes. This
I
forgot my reason was.
Oh.
I had a reason, and I just it was nope. I can't remember it now.
I would say maybe not, because of the way Street Fighter V works compared to Street Fighter 4. So it might break things.
Maybe, but Geef is also a character that he's got his own problems too.
Yeah. Especially if you know how to keep him out.
Yeah. But I mean, who knows? Because since there's also all that stuff about all those hints that we might the next update to Street Fighter is actually just gonna be Street Fighter 6.
Yep. But we'll get to that later.
Although I will say that, in fairness, that's a rumor that's been happening since, I'm gonna say, season 3.
Yes. However, there is data this time to possibly support this rumor this time. But that's later.
Later, damn you! Moving later!
Spoiler!
Damn it!
For now, we have to go to the Game Awards. Yeah, clap for everybody here. Nobody won, but clap.
We all lost.
Hey, fucking Devil May Cry 5 won something. I'm good.
Jump Force is there. We lost.
Hey, I'm so happy fighting here. Thank God.
You cut off super bad, but I'm pretty sure we got the general gist.
Trash chatting.
No, Venom's getting scolded.
Oh shit.
Let's keep going then. We're gonna have to cut this part off in post.
Anyways.
What's up, Brez? What you got?
I've been quiet because I don't play Tekken or Street Fighter or anything, so I'm just kind of chilling.
It's expected. You're a wonderful person. Stay wonderful.
Invaluable to the podcast.
That's not even a lie, but but I was going to go over some of the at least key winner moment things. So like we have Death Stranding for best score, as mentioned earlier. Devil May Cry 5 best action game. Although I didn't realize that they had an action and adventure title, which was Sekiro: Shadows Die Twice.
Double different
I always forget that came out this year.
I forget a lot of games came out this year. It feels like this year's been super long.
Yeah, it really does.
Like especially Monster Hunter.
Well, Iceborne, but
Yeah, Iceborne came out this year.
I thought Monster Hunter came out at
that
the
was last
beginning.
year.
no, that was last year.
Oh, never mind.
See, you're ruining everything. No, and then we have, what was the other one? Best family game, Luigi's Mansion, role playing, Disco Elysium.
Best strategy I know was Fire Emblem.
Yeah, that was the next one I was gonna say.
Stole your thunder.
Damn you! Esports was League of Legends, esports game that is. An esports player was a guy named Kyle Giersdorf. Words. Best fighting game was Super Smash Brothers Ultimate.
I like it's just the way Josh said that. It's just the top player was some guy.
Some guy with a name in existence.
I mean, me and Mrmoopsy were over this time and time again. Arslan Ash should have been considered somewhere in that.
Yeah.
Like, the fact he wasn't even in that list is very disappointing. Which I will get to actually later on something that's actually kind of ironic.
Raises question.
Very question marks. Best community support was Destiny 2.
And I thought that one was a jip.
That one was kind of weird until you really like look at the following of it, and then it's like I can kind of see why it won. I'm not gonna say it would have been my choice, but I can kind of see why it won.
I still love it.
I think Raz still does too.
Well, Raz is cool though.
I haven't played it in a little bit, and I don't think he'll be on there.
See, she's cool. but actually somebody's actually been asking me to play it with them, and I'm just like I just don't see the appeal in it. But finally,
better than Anthem.
Well, you're not
wrong.
But
then again, anything is better than Anthem.
Jump Force is better than Anthem.
This is a Christian.
Yes, you really want to defend Anthem.
In this case, maybe. You don't realize how bad Jump Force was.
This is a Christian stream.
I wouldn't even let Jump Force into my Minecraft Christian server. How about that? No. And then we have Game of the Year, which was surprisingly Sekiro.
Yay.
So let's see.
Imagine if that was the cheering that was heard in Game Awards. Venoms won, yay!
That's it. Although they had a still on the Game Awards Twitter page of them winning, and then you see their faces like, what? This biggest like what the fuck face.
Nani?
I'm sure you're gonna go into this moment, Jazz. So I'll just say the title and tell me if I'm right or wrong. Like Fortnite.
Fortnite.
Yeah, can I go into that moment that you showed me?
Oh, absolutely, 100%.
Okay, because this is the thing that happened. Okay, I don't think you heard about it, Venom.
I don't think I did.
because he's like, hey, it's like you're right. What happened was that Jazz linked me this moment when Fortnite won some fucking like category.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it was like best battle royale or some bullshit. And then like fucking he basically tells me like check out the audience in this, and okay, fine. And when I'm watching like the guy go up and accept this award, they have like you can hear audience clapping. Literally no one in the stage was clapping at all.
Like you could literally see it on stream.
Yeah,
Nobody was clapping.
I think it was like everyone had their arms crossed.
Wait, do you mean like they digitally put in clapping?
Yes.
They had that like on the PA system or something, because fucking nobody was clapping in that room.
God, that's as bad as when WWE has to lower the boos for Roman Reigns.
Yeah. But no, it was actually kind of hilarious when I first saw it. It's like, really?
When he showed me that, I was like, well, so it's the audience. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
It's like, what am I
Wait a
looking? Wait. No, but that was definitely a highlight moment of the Game Awards.
Yeah. It's like there's hope for humanity yet.
But no, one thing I did want to talk to you about, Mrmoopsy, was what did you think of the flow of this one?
It wasn't great. Because one of the things that I had a conversation with one of my artist friends, he said when I brought up the topic of the Game Awards, because he's a big Fire Emblem fan, and I wanted to like make some small talk about that, and he got into this thing about like, oh man, fuck the Game Awards, like fucking. The awards are basically treated as like fodder, that even though that's what they're supposed to be about. Like it's all about the fucking previews, and fucking like the games aren't really celebrated so much as they are just fucking like just given, like, even though they did their shit really well, they almost felt like participation trophies. I'm paraphrasing, but he just had like a big shit to fucking say about the Game Awards, and saying how like they were just not worth the hype at all.
Which, to some extent, I can slightly see where he's coming from, because especially when you find out that there were a good few amount of awards that weren't even announced at the awards, they were like announced on Twitter somewhere. Like, okay, you won this. It's just like, yeah, people would love the recognition of what they won on the actual stage or at the event, not just on some Twitter feed or something like that. Which basically, it ends up becoming the same problem the Oscars had last year. Of like not including all the real categories of people who work hard for what they do.
Sorry to interrupt, because I was gonna say that there was this one Oscars, I want to say it was last year, but maybe it was the year before, where they like there was this like I want to say it was maybe Martin. No, not him. What's his name? Basically, it was this like this one longtime famous actor. I think he was like in the fucking. Let me look up the name of a bad movie he did, because I can't fucking remember. I can't remember his name.
Well, while that's happening, I did want to ask a question to the PC player of us, Raz. Well, okay, first off, well, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. It was Steve Martin. He was getting like a lifetime achievement award, except he didn't get it on stage. He got it like at some fucking back room at the Marriott.
Yeah.
And like I absolutely get that whole thing, that it's like you everyone should be getting awards for their work, because this is the stuff that they worked hard to get, and they're treating it like fucking the commercials in between a fucking program.
No, I get you on that. I think that was something else I was gonna say about flow stuff, but it technically goes into that. But
yeah.
What was I gonna say? Oh yeah, Raz. Question.
What's up?
Well, one, have you been looking at any of the new consoles coming out next year? And two, did you watch the Game Awards any at all?
I did not watch the Game Awards. And you mean like the consoles, like the Stadia and all that?
Not Stadia, the new Xbox and PlayStation.
I have heard about the Xbox. I have not heard about the PlayStation. Though I have heard about the Xbox and all that controversy and all that.
So I was thinking, as the PC person, thoughts on it actually looking like a tower.
Well, it seems like a pretty, I guess, upgrade. I don't know what the word is.
Nice.
But yeah. But I'm not sure about all that money, But I don't know. It's like what I've seen is a big graphics difference and all that stuff from the Xbox, like the S. Is that what it's called? There were a bunch of people were comparing it to the S, and like since I don't play console, I'm like I don't know how it was before. Like I take it as like from a PC perspective, like upgrading like a graphics card, and but I don't know. It's like I don't know. Was the S out already?
Yes, it is out.
Okay.
It came out last year? Yeah, last year.
Something like that.
And how did that work out?
Xbox.
Yeah, because it failed on the fundamental level of it's got nothing to play.
Yeah. If it does, you can play it on your PC.
Yeah. It's like how I feel about that is kind of like I'm a software person, so I kind of take it as a software kind of thing. Like I think of it kind of like how Stadia, Stadia failed because it's like Microsoft is known not really for its hardware. There's so many complaints about like Xbox in general, and about all their stuff that they've done in hardware, even in the software, but less complaints with that. We're not gonna even go into Windows, but it's like they don't pay enough attention to I guess what people are yelling and screaming about with Xbox. I've noticed people are like, oh hey, we actually want to be able to do something. They're like, hey, let's just make it smaller. Okay, cool, here you go. But it's same for Windows though. Like I can do a whole rant about Google, and we're gonna do that later. But
I'm looking forward to that. I have to move past this real quick.
Well, it's like it's not even
stuff.
It's not even an Xbox. It's just an X cube.
Speaking of which,
tower.
Before we go any further, it's just called the Xbox. That's it. There is no Xbox Series X. It's just the Xbox.
Oh, ooh.
Yeah, because can I say that it might be enough time so that you could you wouldn't be able to confuse it with like the original Xbox. At least in the market, in the market.
No, I'm with you on this. Like I heard there's like, are we really doing this?
There's a what?
Like when I heard about this, I was like, okay, first we had the Xbox One, which is already confusing enough. Because it's just like the Xbox One. No, not the original one. No, the Xbox One.
Yeah, their fucking Microsoft's name branding is shit.
It's really bad.
And because say what you will about the fucking PlayStation market, you know which version of the PlayStation you're getting.
Exactly. It's just a number. That's all you need.
Yeah. And Nintendo has only fucked up with naming once.
Was it the Wii U?
Yep. I read my mind. But like the companies, like, or generally speaking, they know exactly, they understand that people will be stupid and they will fucking get shit confused. And so the best thing that they can do is just have simplistic and or different names.
Makes sense to me.
I always wonder whatever happened to the guy that promoted the Xbox One. Because after that, you never saw him.
Pretty sure he got fired, didn't he?
Yeah.
Okay, good. That guy destroyed Microsoft's reputation for.
No, they destroyed it with their stupid choices, and then he made it worse.
Guys, TV. TV.
It's like, what about TV? I have one already.
Look at this Call of Duty dog. Yeah, look back at this TV.
Fucking that dude was. You guys don't have phones before you guys don't have phones.
Exactly.
And it didn't help either that all of their exclusives all got canceled, except for like maybe a couple.
It was like half of theirs got canceled, and the other half just ended up getting ported to PC.
So what was the point?
Yeah.
And it's like, meanwhile, Horizon Zero Dawn is amazing. Last of Us, no, God of War is amazing. Or not God of War.
Yeah,
it was God of War.
Okay, but yeah, God of War was amazing.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man was amazing.
Pun intended.
And then, of course, Uncharted 4 was amazing.
Yeah, they had a lot of amazing exclusives.
Let me see.
And it's like, and it wasn't like the Xbox exclusive didn't look bad. Like that one where you get to play as that guy with his dragon that I think was being made by, I think, Team Ninja. And then that one got canceled. That one kind of made me sad. Huh?
Scalebound.
Yeah, that one made me sad that it got canceled.
And that one was from Platinum.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah, Platinum, that's... But yeah, and I'm all like, I would have loved to play that.
That makes it worse. Yeah, and there's like apparently been rumors and shit, like people still holding on hope that Scalebound will come back at some point.
Mm-hmm.
I doubt it.
At this point, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, knowing Microsoft,
Ooh, look at the time. But we have that, and honestly, when you look at like the whole PlayStation thing, all they really did was show a game, and they're just like, "Yeah, we're excited." We still don't really see what the official PlayStation 5 is going to look like.
Heck, freaking Death Stranding is amazing. That's all about just being a delivery man.
Yep.
Yep.
I've been taking too much time on it.
I finally started playing it again.
But I will say though, like nothing was really blowing me out of the water per se as far as quote announcements go. I will say also that as far as the flow of the thing goes, what ended the show as far as announcements go should have probably been at the beginning of the show, and the Xbox announcement should have been at the end of the show. Now, if you're wondering what I mean by what was at the end of the show, it was basically a PS2 game, but it was the new Fast and Furious.
Oh God!
Yeah,
I forget that that's a thing.
Guys, we got movies and games. Game movies, guys.
Because those always work well.
Yeah, stick to them.
Yo,
remember Spider-Man 3, the video game?
I'm surprised Michelle Rodriguez didn't punch somebody in the crowd when she saw what she looked like in game.
Just like rage out on like Vin Diesel.
We're not family anymore.
And it's like Vin Diesel just looks at the camera and just like, just go play Need for Speed. It looks better.
Just do that. I'm still
even Crash Team Racing Refueled, that looks better than this.
Fuck yeah.
I'm still gonna play it though.
Oh my god, is that the next Chill Tactics?
Oh, absolutely, 100%. It's going down.
Just don't put in that little theme song like.
Oh, it's going down. I'm doubling down on that. Just for you.
5,000 is too many, Jess.
Just for you and Eddie. Double.
Oh no. Eddie, why weren't you here to help me stop him?
He's working.
So?
He's getting me that green. No. But yeah, I think they probably should have switched those announcements because the show ended on like not a whimper because nobody expected Sekiro to win, but not as big as it should have.
Yeah.
But overall, I would still say this is still a better experience than E3 was.
Yep.
I will do wonder though, now that we know kind of new consoles are officially really coming, what's going to happen this next E3? because they're going to be the first dibs on that before the next Game Awards, of course. Because I'm sure the consoles are probably going to be like November, like everything else is, as it usually is.
Yeah.
I just hope the rumors about what the PS5 look like are false. I don't like that V shape.
Dude, you don't want to put your foot in there? Let it dry?
God, no.
I was gonna say, you don't like that toilet seat?
It's like it's bad enough. It's bad enough with the cube. I don't need a toilet seat. Your game consoles, ladies and gentlemen, a toilet seat or a cube. Pick wisely.
Hey, dude, don't insult the GameCube, okay?
Dude, the cube, more like a new trash can, am I right?
Yeah, there you go. Because, look, I would say that each game company has its own individual homework to take care of. Which is, Xbox, doesn't matter the design. They can get past it if they make quality fucking games. Yeah. If they can pull that shit off, they're golden. Because we've said this before, Xbox One practically ruined their console division.
Mm.
And they need to have something that is going to be like, okay, this shit is staying right fucking here. Like, doesn't matter how much you beg, doesn't matter how much you plead, it's going to stay on the fucking Xbox. Because if it's something like, oh, well, it's Halo and you can get it on your PC and shit, like, fucking shooting games is fine. I can understand that. Anything else, though, is like, if it's not fucking staying on the fucking console, you guys are dumbasses. And they might be fucking, like, their counter-argument will be like, but we can't make as much money. Fucking deal with it, then.
Whose fault is that?
I don't know, Bill Gates.
Mrmoopsy. Chill.
I'm trying to help these idiots.
No.
I felt like Bill Gates probably clotheslined the Xbox One because of the fact that, like, what the hell are you guys doing? And
it's
like,
whose
fault is it?
It's funny because there's like a console war episode of South Park, and they have Xbox winning that, and then you look at real life, and it's like, no, that was the biggest fucking loser.
I still remember old memes of when the first consoles were shown. Xbox. It's the Xbox One, and then PlayStation. It's an Xbox with a gangster lean.
And then for PlayStation, they probably should worry about their design if the console looks that.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna be able to fucking say that. Oh well, this is what you should be fucking working on. Like, this is how it should look. But that design is. No, I don't want it to look like a half a foot bath.
The Cybertruck.
So, like that's Mrmoopsy's homework for those companies.
They're not gonna take it, and they're gonna fail the test. I just want
exactly.
you to know that now.
I know they're gonna tell you that their dog ate.
And they both get big fat Fs.
But
I mean, that's what I think about, like, those two guys, fucking companies running bullshit.
While Nintendo's just sitting back and just laughing at them.
They've got like so many markets covered with the Switch. It's stupid.
I know, and even if the Switch failed, it's like their revenue is so big that they can last for like 50 years before they need to like worry about money.
No, I think that they had to start worrying if the Switch had failed, but because it didn't, they are super fucking good. They just got like, because once they revealed that fucking Metroid 4 trailer, they're gonna be fucking rolling in some dough for a minute.
Just when is that ever gonna be? If it ever comes, like anything
I mean,
else.
And I understand that, but I will say, at least props to them. They told us, like, okay, you know what, guys? We were trying to make it. We didn't like where it was heading, so we're restarting from scratch.
Which is
like,
fair.
They had the decency to tell us.
Like, I'm not gonna lie that that's not fair, but eventually it's gonna come to a point where we're gonna hit Duke Nukem territory.
And this is true.
And this is why I kind of hate that they kind of did this so early.
I thought you were gonna say, like, we're gonna get to that point where Nintendo's just gonna get to the "don't ask me for shit" phase.
And Arata's just gonna come out of nowhere. He's gonna give Doug Bowser the shirt, and it's gonna go like batshit crazy.
I mean, hell, everyone's already making that meme with Sakurai. Don't ask me for anything again.
It would probably be like you know that how there's that meme of like big Keanu with little Keanu right next to him.
Oh yeah,
it's like big Keanu is Sakurai, little Keanu is her.
That's funny. And is there anything else you want to say about the Game Awards?
Get better.
Fair
well,
enough.
for me, I was just sad that they didn't release like the last like teaser for the Super Smash Brother DLC character like they did the last year's VMAs.
I don't know.
VGA.
Theory came out like a couple of weeks before the awards, so I wasn't expecting anything. I'm surprised people were expecting something.
Well, only because it happened last year.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think
a little note I add to the Game Awards is get better. Just because you did better than E3 doesn't mean you climbed a high bar.
All right.
It just meant E3 screwed up. That's it.
It just means that E3 is not fucking trying to polish their shit, which is why they're getting rocked.
All right. So we can move on to Stadia versus Amazon and all the other things in between that. Raz, take it away.
Oh, snap. Well, pretty much how I feel about, real quick, just Stadia, or maybe just like Google in general. I feel like Google, like Microsoft, is known for their software, except more so, which is like, duh, but like, it just this whole Stadia thing reminds me of, like when the first Pixel came out, you know, the phones?
Mm-hmm.
The Google Pixel, like when that came out and no one even knew it existed until like now it's like the fourth phone came out and still no one knows it existed except there's those like ads that came up like
I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even know there was a fourth phone.
Exactly. Because the first three didn't really go anywhere, and I think that was probably because they were so far behind with everyone on the hardware aspect mostly. Their software was great. Known for their software. You know, their camera was great, blah, 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 yada, yada. But it's like their hardware sucked, so everyone was like, nah. You know, and everyone just stopped looking at Google for hardware and stuff like that. And then when we get to Stadia, it's a good concept, you know, cloud gaming. Like, whoa, that's friggin' awesome, you know? Didn't think of that. And then, but they kind of... I think they focus too much on this new aspect. Oh, it's new, and we're Google. Oh yeah, we're cool. We can do this right. And then, oops, I didn't. It sucks, and everyone's screaming at them. But they're like, "Whoa, we tried. Gave you something new." Amazon's coming in like, yeah, we got it this time. I feel like, I'm actually kind of excited for what Amazon's planning on doing. Mostly because I feel like they will know maybe more like the gaming aspect of everything a little bit better. Since they started doing all this their own hardware and stuff, you know, it's decent. But I feel like since now they own Twitch, they might be taking the diagnostics and whatever of what people think about certain games or what people think about how gaming should be. They saw how Stadia tanked, and they're thinking of how things should be, but that's the ideal stuff. But honestly, I'm kind of excited.
What were you saying?
I was just memeing.
Well, to honestly go off of that point that you brought up, Raz, it almost makes you wonder, because I'm sure this is probably going to come in like around the same time as the consoles and shit and whatnot. But even in that aspect that the cloud gaming is going to be kind of its own thing, I feel like it's already starting to become a crowded market coming soon. because we have Stadia now. We also have PS Now. We have the xCloud. And now with Amazon coming in, we're going to have like another, that's what, like 5 almost now? Choices in gaming, which we're getting into the whole like a Netflix territories. And just announced 2 weeks ago, Walmart's getting into it now.
Oh, yikes.
Yep, which it's interesting because I had the exact same reaction immediately hearing it. And then I had to realize something about what Walmart's been recently doing, which is they've been creating esports arena markets in their actual shops. So if they're going to get the data on it, they're going to get it from actual esports players probably. So
yeah. Well, I work there, so oops.
Double oops.
I was like, I feel like they just kind of need to expand out more and make things different, like the gaming aspect a little bit more different, because it's kind of like the same thing over you're saying. You know, it's pretty crowded. There's nothing really different with really any of them. They're all it's just like, well, it's not really the same games per se, but it's like same type of games.
It's all the same lag.
The same issues, the same everything.
Yeah, it's the same system coming from multiple different companies, and they all suck.
Yeah.
Like, once we finally get something that makes sense and something that doesn't suck, and they actually listen to the issues that people have and fix it, then, yeah. we'll wait till that day, but, you know.
Like, what's the name of the branch for internet that Time Warner has? Because they stopped calling it Time Warner. I forget what it's called.
I just had it in my head. Fuck. I know what you're talking about. I can't think of.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call it Time Warner until hopefully somebody can remember. But it's like Time Warner could fucking make their own streaming console, and they'd still suck at it.
Mm-hmm. It's just it's not even like the fact that, we need to update our things or whatever. It's just that the technology really is just not there all around the world. Like, not everybody has the same internet speed.
Yep.
Yeah, that's why, like, it seem like far. It's not because, they're great. It's, their internet there, snap. Like, compared to here, oh, man.
Spectrum,
that's it.
It just came to me. It's like, it's an S. I know it's an S. Damn it.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing too.
Well, that's right, because that used to be DirecTV, and then they transformed into Spectrum now.
Yeah.
Just like how Verizon turned into Frontier.
Mm-hmm. Space, the final frontier. These are the cell phones that you need.
And but yeah, it's. Like, even the companies that are in charge of the internet could fucking try to make their own internet console, and they'd still fucking just suck ass at it.
Mm-hmm. It's a very weird little thing, and whatnot. Although, I don't know if any of y'all read the actual interview with the Amazon CEO about the whole cloud gaming, but I literally had to stop for a second to be like, this sounds corny as shit.
Yeah, we're making dreams or something, right?
I was gonna say, it can't be worse than the Papa John interview.
Well, nothing's worse than that. But,
it's like, I'm pretty sure he said at one point, Heil Hitler.
No, because
he just said, at least he didn't say like a day of reckoning is coming.
It might as well have. He probably said it in between the lines. Every other word, you have to pick out the letter.
You have to use you have to take out like audio samples and like read between the lines.
It's
some
like
Scott Cawthon type bullshit.
The pizza gods will drink blood.
But basically, he was trying to appeal to like that kind of nostalgia feel of going to the arcade and whatnot.
So you get an arcade stick for that. You don't need fucking their system.
That's literally the first thing I thought. It's just like, unless you're telling me you're gonna rebuild arcades, this makes no sense.
I know. And plus, I could just
my
buy
first thought too.
Buy one of those like what are those little arcade game sticks that you plug into your TV to play like classic games.
Mm-hmm. I actually have a Pac-Man version of that.
Yeah, it's like I don't need you to add on another thing to my bill just for that.
And I mean, like, I almost feel like you could make the argument that it'd be smarter for them to actually make that like into a chain, make like those kinds of old school arcade kind of like do like a Dave and Buster kind of thing, you know? Just make a big fucking arcade where you can like eat and shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like just bring those back, and I think you'd probably fucking make like a ton of money.
I totally agree, bro. They should do.
I'm with you.
Instead of doing what literally every single other person's doing, how about you step out and do something different? Then you'll see results.
Yeah, it would be. It's step out of what everybody else is doing and sucking at. I just wanted to add that.
Clap.
Yeah. Just make it into Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I'm fucking down for that.
Yeah, seriously, because like fucking imagine that. Imagine if it was that. It was like, oh, Time Warner, we're just basically making like fucking Chuck E. Cheese with amazing ass internet and like a co-op arcade kind of gameplay feel to the place. They fucking make bank.
Mm-hmm. It's a novelty in itself where everybody loves novelty shit.
Yeah.
It's I don't know. People are weird.
It's and I bet you nobody's had that thought of like, let's just make a fucking restaurant. Like, you know how stupid that sounds? Fucking like 3 years down the line. Do you know how genius that was?
It's like, damn, why did we do that?
The problem is that like there would be like oversaturation, but I think it would also depend on like how good they make the food.
Mm-hmm.
Or, I mean, fuck. Why not make it so that like they work together with like a Dave and Buster's or some shit like that, and just fucking start combining all their shit to make it so that it's a really good experience over there. You know, you've got consoles, you've got arcades, you've got fucking amazing ass internet.
Mm. But Moopsy, you're forgetting one thing. I want all the money.
Yeah, I was just about to say that. Freaking just beat me to it. It's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Except the money's gonna be all mine.
Yeah.
Fucking try to watch like Disney try it, and then they fuck up even worse.
Hey, do not give them ideas.
Please.
And now you'll have Mickey pacing back and forth, just saying like, "Do I own that? No, Lord Mickey, no."
I'm like this. If I can't give them ideas because they need to listen to this podcast.
Don't show. Otherwise, we're gonna have Joss edit it out.
You gotta edit that out too. This whole episode's just nothing but blank.
It's a fucking conspiracy.
It's like 15 minutes of just awkward silence. Joss just like, yeah, I agree. Like,
totally. Dude, what a section that was.
We're never gonna talk about something like that ever again on this podcast.
One time only.
Not for many years.
Oh, man.
Mrmoopsy died of a heart attack.
The end.
That's the end of my story.
Oh, man. But I actually also something you brought up, Raz, was the whole Twitch thing, and I kind of do wonder if they are actually doing what you're saying and taking analytics from that, because I would have thought the same thing kind of from Google, because they basically know our lives since we use it.
It's like Google is going into the whole AI. You know, they're spending so much time on their AI. Like, I'm not sure if any of you guys have Android. Go into your pictures, you can see what the AI's been doing.
Well, it's like, I think it's like the same thing with YouTube, how they have that like algorithm thing that's also AI.
Fuck that algorithm.
Yeah, it's getting rid of videos, even though there's like no cussing or anything like that. And it's like, what the hell? Like,
would you go ahead and
let's wait for that? Let's just wait. I got a whole thing about that.
Yeah, that's what Google's been doing to everyone. They've been, I don't know, they've been screwing up so much, and then they're just like, oh yeah, it's just part of the diagnostic. It's like, well,
good, because I was gonna say it's like this. You know the AI has been watching too much porn because it's trying to fuck everybody.
Clap, clap. Bad pun.
Just that one awkward clap.
It's just like, yeah, I deserve more.
Oh, man. But, yeah, I do wonder if they're actually going to take that into consideration and say fuck it and just do whatever that arcade thing they were talking about.
That'd be too smart.
Way too smart. They've already failed.
You're done. You give me your bench.
There's the gif. It'd be like that kind of clapping. And that's it.
I really don't want to clap.
Well, even then, it's like it's that one guy that's just so into it, and it's like he doesn't care that he's the only one clapping. Thank you for that. Yeah.
God damn right. But no, is there anything else we want to add on this one?
For this streaming stuff, I can't think of much.
Oh, actually, there was one other question, and I wanted to ask all of y'all. Because, I mean, as we can see, a lot more people are trying to get into this whole thing. But do you guys think there really is a, quote, gold mine in this going forward?
I mean...
Everybody go once.
Venom, go first, because I don't want to have a.
I mean, let me just pull out my many years of how to run a business, and sure, I'll turn it into turn water into wine.
The business degree lets you do that.
Nani? No.
Well, I mean, I guess I'll just go first. But my answer would be no.
And why?
Hey. Oh, you need more? Oh, okay.
No, you.
But like when it comes to the idea of cloud gaming, it is at the moment, for sure, it is not a time when it work because the internet's too unstable. I mean, for God's sake, just listen to this podcast and notice how many people are like cutting in and out because of our crappy internets. Now try doing that with something super precise like, say, fucking Tekken or Soul Calibur or fucking Street Fighter or something. Like, you need to be able to have like connections that are able to handle that much stuff, super precise, super adequate, that like it feels like you're right next to the you're right next to the person in the same room.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking sometimes playing some of these online games makes it feel like you're not even playing the same person in the same continent, and they could be like right in the same state.
Mm-hmm.
So there's that aspect. Another thing that like a lot of these companies are trying to do is they're trying to use, like, I guess the best way to put it is they're trying to use their own tech to try and make gaming out of this. And for a lot of these devices, it's kind of like they've made it so that it's every other device except gaming. So they're just trying to like fucking force that shit in there.
Mm-hmm.
And also, like, these guys just go in with no plan. They just say, oh, okay, well, we're going to make it play games. Okay, what is it going to play? It's going to play fucking games that came out like 3-4 years ago. And we're supposed to be excited by that for some reason. Like, fucking the lineup from Stadia was pathetic. And all these fucking promises and stuff like that, not even a quarter of them came true from what I can remember. And so these guys are just going in like asshole first, not even ass first, because that's giving him too much room. So they're going in like that and fucking thinking, oh, well, like, gamers are stupid and they're not gonna be able to figure out that we're just in a sense trying to scam them. and they underestimate them too much because a lot of these people, like, they're business savvy because of fucking predatory business practices. They're fucking like essentially detectives because look at all the fucking shit that like some people can do with like fucking noticing frames and all that stuff in a fighting game. We are a lot more competent than they like to give us credit for, but they think that we're still fucking like the same jackasses from the 70s living in their mother's basement, fucking not sure what the hell to do with like the fucking joystick.
Fair enough.
I was gonna say, never mind.
Nani?
Yeah, it's something.
It's like, oh, there's gonna be joystick playing. All right.
Fucking joystick players and their joysticks. We don't associate with them anymore.
We don't like to talk about.
No. But if there's nothing else we want to add, we can get into this next one.
Last.
Which is YouTube and Kappa versus the state of the podcast. Oof, where do I begin here? So
Stop it, YouTube.
Literally, stop. We've asked you time and time again, and every time you don't listen, you get into worse trouble. Oh, man. But for anyone...
It's resulting in class action lawsuits.
Yep. But for anyone who's not up to date on the whole YouTube thing and whatnot, basically they got caught advertising to kids, to put it short term, whatever. And Kappa found out and was like, hey, no, none of that. And now they're getting into, like you said, a class action lawsuit. And now Kappa is also coming down on creators. Basically, that if you have anything that might possibly go to kids in any way, shape, or form that it's not really supposed to, like say, hello, fellow kids, check out this X thing or whatever. Which I can say this because my channel is not marked for kids, so I'm fine. But they can basically go and say, hey, you, since you did that on this video, we can charge you $43,000. And
what
let's see, you did that on this video, so that's another $43,000. Oh yeah, we saw this, that's another $43,000. And it just keeps going. So basically, YouTube has had a whole frenzy of what are you going to do, even if you are going to kids, because that's even a much dangerous road. Because maybe your channel is dedicated to kids and there's nothing wrong with it, but if they catch you doing even the slightest thing wrong, which technically they're only really going after big channels, but it's still scary regardless of even have that be a possibility. But like any of those people now have to really rethink their channels and whatnot. And
does this mean we can finally get rid of those like Elsa Spider-Man pregnancy videos?
Yes. That's exactly technically what they're targeting. But by doing so, it's hitting everybody else.
It's pretty much,
always,
yeah.
It always comes with a price.
Yeah, well, it's that. They're trying to get rid of those videos, but then in their stupidity and laziness, they're making it so that it ends up fucking like taking down everybody else. It's basically YouTube's trying to like take out these guys inside a building, inside a city, and they're just fucking like drop a nuke.
Yes. Which leads to a current problem that we're having with the podcast right now. Because like I said, I've marked it so my channel is not for kids. So that shouldn't be a problem. However, because they're nuking things now, a lot of things are getting hit on the channel, including the podcast episodes. Now, this started back in October, where, like, one of the videos actually got flagged, which was I believe it was the fourth video. Didn't think much of it. I did whatever I needed to do. They said, fine, it will look into it. It's fine now. Then, when this COPA stuff started popping up, 3 videos got flagged. It's like, okay, whatever. This happened before. I can do it again. And I didn't feel like I needed to bring it up to anything because it wasn't that big a deal. It's not like they weren't off the channel. And then 2 of them got unflagged. And then another 3 got flagged. And it's like, okay, what is happening here? Why is my channel getting attacked all of a sudden? And something that actually, one person actually realized this happened. I don't know if you realized this happened, Moopsy, but episode 18 got completely taken off the channel.
What?
It was gone. It was just gone. And I didn't notice this until like one of my subscribers was just like, something's off with the numbers here. It was just like, what do you mean something's off with the numbers here? Checked it, it was gone. Like no flagging, no nothing. It was just gone. And I had to like talk to the actual YouTube staff member who didn't know what the hell they were doing, and it was like going to the normal have you turned it on and off again kind of shit.
Wow.
And eventually I got it back.
Wait, so it was like telling you like maybe to just refresh the page?
Yes, that literally happened. The guy was literally like, "Okay, have you tried refreshing the page?" It's like he told me to do that twice. I'm not lying to you. It's like it was a very, very awful kind of situation, and it wasn't like. And just to be clear, it's not just the podcast episodes that got hit. There's a couple of other videos, like some of my Soul Calibur Legacies got hit as well. Not as much as the podcast ones, but they did get hit. So it's become a weird situation with these, where like it's going to be hard possibly to push on with these further. So if you start seeing weird things happen, there's nothing I can do. Like it's literally out of my hands until like something gets fixed. Because there's literally a flag that they've denied, and I'm trying to reappeal it again. It's on episode 9, which it doesn't make any sense why that one got flagged because there was really nothing even political on that one. But they're saying there was something political on it. I don't know. If it doesn't get flagged, it doesn't get unflagged. It's just going to affect my channel for the rest of the time, and my shit's going to be fucked up in the algorithm for eternity.
Jesus Christ.
So, honestly, like I said, I'm trying my best, but the podcast is going to be in a weird state. And it's not exactly anyone's fault. It's just, that's how it is. Well, other than YouTube, of course. But
yeah, YouTube's fault.
Yeah.
Well, it sucks too, especially with like other big YouTubers. Like look at Markiplier. His videos are probably going to get taken down because the fact that a lot of kids watch his stuff, and a lot of his stuff is like scary and he curses a lot.
I remember there was a video I saw where he was having some like big issues with YouTube. That he said like he made like a serious video talking about how like he was trying to do these things with like it was like a good video and all that stuff, and that because of YouTube like doing some bullshit, they took it down. So he spent like the whole day fucking appealing it and all that stuff, and that he he made like a super big deal out of it. And like I don't know exactly what's like the case in the background for like Markiplier when it comes to his video production, like if it's still just all him or if he's got like a little team behind the scenes or something like that. Because I know that like Game Grumps has like fucking like an entire staff dedicated to like a lot of their shit.
Yeah, he does too.
So, okay, yeah. So it's easier for them to fucking be like, oh well, we just need a fucking appeal so that we can get our shit back. But like YouTube is like they've been going after fucking like small content creators for a good minute now.
Which I did want to bring that up, like because a lot there was people asking, where's the content happening? What happened to the new outro? All this stuff. That's why I just haven't had time. I've been dealing with this shit for literally a month and some. Just no time. So sorry in advance for that. That's nothing I could do. There was literally a point where I almost like I got flagged so much I couldn't upload. Like I just got it. Thank God, I just got it to the point to where I could upload those reactions that I had. But like I want to say a week before that, I couldn't upload a thing. They said you had to wait this much time and get your channel reviewed to make sure that it wasn't any kind of like bad kind of whatever.
Fucking algorithm.
So, anybody who's asking about that, that's what happened. I'm still gonna try stuff. Don't worry.
One thing that I've been thinking about for a while is that we need to find a separate place to like distribute the podcast. I wish we could find like a podcast network or something like that that we could sort of back up the audio files of, so that way we can like that way if we're having problems with YouTube, we still won't like stop distribution because we'd have another outlet.
Which there are some other options. I am looking into them right now. They do cost a lot of the ones I've seen. But if it's cheap enough, I'm not 100% against taking the hit. We'll see. But I am looking into other options.
Yeah, and I mean, like, I guess I'll throw it to like some people in like for like in the comments, you know, like if you guys listen to any podcasts and you know of some stuff, like I'm just gonna throw this name out there, even though I know you don't particularly like the guy, Jazz, but like for example, like the Smodcast Network or something like that.
No,
because like basically what I would say is if there's like a place where we could audition to join their network, so that we wouldn't have this much of a problem. Feel free to post it down below or something, because honestly, Jazz is handling the entire fucking issue with all this stuff, and I mean he's still just a fucking human.
I have fingers and everything.
Don't look at me on the internet.
Don't look at
me. You're just like. But yeah, you know, it's like if you guys know any like networks that we could probably audition to or something like that to see if we could end up getting this podcast on their shit, even if it's like low numbers, we're grateful for the fans we have, but we can't make more. We can't make more content if we keep getting bullshit like this fucking happening to us constantly.
Exactly. I just wanted that to be known. Oh, other thing. Eddie has a new job, so yay for him. However, this new job is killer on hours. And I mean absolute killer. Like, I'm talking like 12-hour shifts. So, there is a good chance he will probably not be joining us for a good long time. And if he can, it'll be like for like one time and probably not. For a good bit of the rest of the time. Now, for as far as myself, I wish him the best. He's been looking for a job for a long time. I'm glad he got one, and I hope he's able to live out the best life it is.
Yep, he's not like gone from the podcast or dead or anything. No. Just busy.
Yeah, just very busy doing adulting, as some of our viewers should probably know. But I think that was really it I wanted to mention on that end. Is there anything else I want to end on the YouTube thing and whatnot?
Not specifically on YouTube, but it has something to do with YouTube.
Before we get to that, I know this is going to be later than usual as far as the upload for podcasts. It's holidays. What do you want from me?
I couldn't hear.
It's a Merry Christmas. Merry Chrysler.
Merry Chrysler. Yeah.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Yeah, you got it, Moops.
Because I just wanted to take like a moment to say like because with all these like little issues that we've been having with you stuff, I just kind of want to say like take a moment to say thank you to the people that have been like listening to us and that have been following us, like fucking Rowdy, like Jackson Crisp that I like to see on the comments because he actually interacts with us and shit.
He's awesome.
Yeah, he is. And so, you know, I just want to take a moment to say like thank you to them, to those kinds of fans that we hope to grow more. I want to say thank you to Eddie for all those times he's been here. I want to say thank you to Raz. I want to say thank you to Venom. I want to say thank you to Jazz.
Don't you thank me.
Bitch, you're getting your thanks.
Damn you.
I will shove these thank yous so far down your throat.
Don't put me in the same category as them.
I'll even throw like a couple of thank yous to Jen, even though I'm pretty sure he doesn't listen.
Jen hates us anyway, so that'll make it better.
Yeah, it was like so many thank yous to Jen. But yeah, like, cause I just want to take a moment because it's like it's the end of the year. Plus, with all these little difficulties, you never know what'll happen in the future. So I just want to take like a moment to be like, just thanks for everything. But not to say like a goodbye, but just shows
bye forever. Bye fuckers.
Goodbye.
Just to show some like thankfulness to everything.
God, it's like, hey, help.
Yeah. Anyone else with that?
Well, I mean, I am happy to be a part of this podcast, especially since I'm not on it a lot of the time. But when I am, a rare treat for the viewers. You know who you are.
Same.
And yeah, I mean, like, I'm glad I'm still able to be a part of the podcast, talking about things that make us laugh and make us angry and make us sad. But at the same time, at least we're doing it together.
And commit suicide.
Oh no! Because it sounded like you said Kermit.
I did.
I was also gonna say, like, after all the thank yous, then fucking Venom goes like, so I found a bunion on my toe.
So I sliced my arm today.
Great follow up.
It reminds me of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. So anyways, I started blasting.
First, I thought you were gonna say. So I found this other podcast I'm now going to.
So I'm leaving this one and going straight to this other one. Speaking of Game Grumps.
Yeah, like I end up joining them.
It's funny you should mention Game Grumps. Now we can move on to some smaller stories. So, anybody have any smaller ones before I get to these small ones?
I got Mortal Kombat 11 Premium.
Fuck yeah.
I mean, it's good. It's good for me when I want to play Shao Kahn, and I'll be prepped for when Spawn arrives.
Nice.
I mean, you'd think I'd be more excited for Terminator, but god damn that voice actor.
I'll be back.
It's like that joke that they have like for in Family Guy where like they get that one voice actor that sounds like exactly like super normal.
Mm-hmm.
It's almost like they got that guy to fucking voice Terminator. It's like, I'll be back.
You will be terminated.
That's why I am kind of sad that, like, you hit him, he doesn't say anything. But I know it makes sense because, Terminator didn't really scream in pain when, like, somebody hurt him. I would have just loved to just hear him just like, nah.
What? I've been programmed to feel.
Total Recall and shit.
Yeah.
Why have I been programmed to feel?
What the fuck, Skynet?
No. So I'm gonna hit some of these small ones, which is Redbox, really. Redbox is no longer renting games next year, so you can't rent any more games from there.
I've already seen that. That's when I went to rent Force Awakens to prepare for the shit show that is Rise of Skywalker.
Mm-hmm.
I noticed that they don't rent games anymore.
Yeah. So RIP that part. I guess they just didn't find it like profitable enough.
Because their selection of games was usually crap.
Yeah. Like, you weren't really gonna get much out of that. Like, the only time I really got lucky, like for a stream, was when I did that really bad game, where it was like werewolves and shit. And they had a Tesla gun, which was the best part about it, but then it was like for one mission.
Oh, The Order?
The Order, that's what it was called.
Oh,
it's like, this is the best part of the game, and it's gone.
I think it's like, because they do have, like, you know, the newest games that came out, but they're always sold out by the time you get to them.
Yeah.
It's like, I guess I'll fiddle around the...
Guess I'll die. But yeah, that's going to be gone next year. Going back to a point that I said anything about Arslan Ash, which I found ironic. He didn't win Game Awards Esports of the year, but he did win the ESPN Esports Game of the Year. So I find it's like, that's kind of ironic.
Yep.
ESPN Esports E-Universe E-Alien.
Too many E's.
We're so many E's over budget.
E-Sign.
E-cosine. Math. Mad bad. Explode. Error.
This podcast has been tainted with math.
And it is ever will be ever again. So good on him for winning that. Also, he did join Red Bull, so now he is with Anakin. So that's kind of cool.
Let's hope he just gets the higher ground.
Reminds me of a meme.
I regret nothing.
No. The next small story, which is it's kind of funny actually. There was somebody on the PSN network that was selling cocaine to other people, and they got caught by the FBI. Like a total sting operation happened, and they got caught.
Wait. So this guy was just messaging random people. Hey man.
Yeah, like in like Fortnite games and shit.
Oh, okay. I thought like it was like a spam message.
No. Well, as far as I know, they did say he wasn't the brightest person, because it could be possible.
And of course, it's in Fortnite, the one game that everyone, at least once in their life.
Like the fucking worst abomination to come out to fucking gaming since the last one.
It's Fortnite Chapter 1.
I know, why couldn't they just keep the black hole?
Yeah, I know, right?
I would have gave them so many map props if they just kept the black hole.
So it's like every time any kid or whatever tries to get on, they just see that black hole.
That'd be badass.
It's like,
More
it's gone.
Kid tantrum videos.
And it's like, it's gone. You know, all your money, all of the grinding you did for like that one costume you wanted, it's all gone.
All those, I think they're called V-Bucks. Like, all those are gone. Speaking of which,
yeah, but you still have to.
Right?
I was say you still have to pay real money.
I know, right? Yeah, I'm curious. I don't know if you still play Mrmoopsy, but Raz, is Chapter 2 any better in any way?
Chapter 2 in what, Fortnite?
Yeah.
I haven't played it since...
So there you go. Fuck Fortnite.
Let me tell you right now, I haven't played it since Mrmoopsy and I last played, and you know how long ago that was.
I think
that was like that was before they even changed the map the first.
Damn.
I think the only thing they did was give it like a graphic update, so it makes it look more cleaner, I guess. Kind of like how Smash Brothers Ultimate kind of looks, how it looks more detailed.
I see.
But that's it. Honestly, like everything is the same except for like that graphic.
I think they also fucked around with the map a little bit, but I mean.
Oh, yeah, well, I mean. Yeah. I mean, I didn't say that because it's like, you know that they always.
Guys, you know this. They always do it. No.
Yeah, but that's all I remember reading about Chapter. Just got a graphic update, but that was about it.
Yeah, because I was wondering, like, what's the fucking big deal? It's back, Chapter 2. It looks the same to me.
I don't know. I never played it.
And I wish they would just go back to making Gears of War instead of their other company making.
Interesting.
Because that's the thing. Nobody realizes that Epic Games made the Gears of War trilogy, and then after 3, I think they gave the reins to like Microsoft, so they started making. That's when it started going downhill.
Nice.
It's like I miss Epic Games Gears of War.
I'm sure Jin does. That seems to be all he plays these days.
Yeah, I think he's been mostly playing like Gears 5.
Yeah. No, well. I think that was it for that story. So I think I can move on to the last one, which is just something recently happened with Stadia. They just got Borderlands 3, but it seems to be the Borderlands that was 2 months ago, so it hasn't been patched yet.
Uh-oh.
Oh, shit.
Which is a whole giant problem in itself, because Stadia is supposed to not even deal with that kind of bullshit. So that's fun.
This is why I chose to wait for Steam.
Well, I mean,
That's
that's
why
not
it's
even that's not Epic. That's Stadia.
That's why it's like, hey, we got the new Borderlands 3 now. It's like, oh, cool. Did you get it with the new update?
Now you say new update. How new are you talking?
But that's the thing, though. It's still better. I would still be announcing the whole "I'm waiting for Steam" thing because so many of these issues would be gone. Granted, there's a good chance that there would be a whole set of new issues, but I would have to worry about those when the time comes.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's a problem for future moves.
3 weeks later, god damn it, past moves.
Such an asshole.
Or it's like what, just as Moopsy makes that statement, you hear like a time portal in his room, and then Moopsy comes out and like, I'm you from the future. You gotta take back that comment.
What the fuck are you?
He says I'm you from the future. You gotta take back the comment. Who the fuck are you? I just said I'm you from the future.
I was just that stupid even to myself. It was like, wow, I really am irritating.
Damn, I didn't think it was like this.
Or it's like he says again, it's like, no, I'm you, and then like Moopsy's like, I'm me. Like, no.
No,
of course I'm me. Who else am I gonna be?
I'm you, and you are me. You are me. So you are you? What?
It's like
Chinese now.
it's like that Rush Hour 3 segment, or is it 2?
3.
It's in one of the Rush Hour movies. Where he's like,
yeah,
it's
like,
like,
he's not going to be in Rush Hour 4.
Man, they do that whole thing where it's like, I'm you. No, I'm talking to you. No, me. No, yeah.
Yeah, that's in 3.
Yeah, that's in 3.
It just turns into like that kind of Abbott Costello joking. Is what is happening?
No. But I think that was it for that one. And the last one I really had was and even though it's been very late, but I figured might as well throw something out there. The whole Half-Life VR game.
Right.
Yeah.
Give us Half-Life 3, please.
Please. Like it is kind of weird that they went with this instead of Half-Life 3. Like they will never count to 3 on anything.
Hell, I feel like if Valve made Team Fortress 3, everybody that plays Overwatch would just go right to it.
I could see that happening.
For sure.
Like, that's all everyone's waiting for is Half-Life and Team Fortress 3. And Portal 3.
And Left 4 Dead 3.
God,
Did you say portals?
the quadruple threes.
So many threes that you can literally do at any time.
Now they're going over budget on their threes.
That's why I think my brother kind of
You cut off super bad.
Oh.
Nani?
What they should do is that Valve should make the Orange Box 2 and then just have all the 3 games in it. So that way, technically, they're not going up to 3. Technically.
I mean, there's an idea.
Don't give it to them.
I'll hand wrap it for them.
God
I'll
damn
give
you.
it to them.
Just take this from your hands. What the fuck?
I'll take that and burn it in my fireplace. Happy Merry Christmas, everyone.
I'm just like crying and like they're calling the police because I'm in their house. Hello? Yeah, there's an intruder here.
Crying about a box or something? I don't know.
I burned it immediately to protect my family.
You're a good man. Merry Christmas. No, but yeah.
Wait, so the VR game is it like a remake of like 1, but just with VR controls now?
It's a prequel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, it's supposed to follow one of the big characters, and I can't remember who. I think it was Alex something.
Schmorden Schmeeman.
Worked for me.
It's like his less successful, less awesome cousin.
But it's supposed to be like prequel. It's supposed to show the events, I guess, leading up to Half-Life, before like you really take control of like Gordon and shit. And maybe this is the start of Half-Life 3. Like this is they're saying if you show interest in this, which nobody is because it's VR. Then we'll finally do that Half-Life 3. Please support our VR.
We'll do that Half-Life 3 on mobile.
Probably.
Or that or VR.
You really liked that VR, didn't you? Guess what? Half-Life 3 VR. We got you guys.
We understand the market.
And I feel like though they probably make a Portal VR.
Don't give them ideas. They're probably already in the works with that, though. Not gonna lie. But no, that's all I had for small stories. Anything else?
Oh, also, I just remembered. I was also starting today. I started watching The Witcher.
Yeah. You're 3 episodes in, right? Or 4 or something?
I think I'm like 4 or 5 episodes in at this point. I think 4. It's pretty good.
Nice.
I was about to say, is Superman like doing good as Gerald?
Yeah, Jess calls him Jerry.
Jerry of River.
But the long R.
Yeah. Basically, just get like an engine to fucking like rev up. But yeah, he's pretty good. I don't know that much about the franchise. I played like, I'm gonna say like roughly around, because I know that this game's like stupid huge. So I'm gonna say I've played like a fifth of 3.
Yeah, like
same.
I've tried to play 3. It kind of it's a bit complicated.
Yeah, I think it's good. I'm interested in getting it down the line, but it's definitely one of those. It's definitely something where like the world's there for you, and so if it's your first time, you're just kind of like you're not to your ass on information.
Like especially if like you want to make potions and stuff, it's like there's so much stuff you got to know to make them, and it's like I just want to make like an attack potion.
Yeah. So from what I remember, it was like, really, you want to use that vial for this for these herbs? Okay, weirdo.
Yeah, it's like, don't judge me, game.
Fucking girl turns to the screen. Is like, I'll judge you however I want, freak.
You're worse than some of the monsters in this game.
But I do like Henry Cavill as Geralt. Because I mostly know Geralt from 3. It keeps bugging me how he doesn't have the beard, because to me, like, he would look more like the version from 3 if he did have the full grown beard.
Although you have to wonder if they took that away just because of everything that happened with Superman. They don't want to bring that kind of to the light.
It's kind of possible.
Well,
but
I was about to say that, because then ironically that the reason he grew that mustache was because of that Mission Impossible movie.
Yeah, though it was because of that. But
yeah,
we don't want a mustache gate too.
Yeah, Electric Boogaloo. But
that's a great movie.
But
I mean, I wouldn't mind.
As it stands, I do think it's still a pretty good show. I am curious about the effects, because I don't know. Like, I've seen some other Netflix shows where they do try to have like CG effects, and they look fake as shit. I've been seeing these, and I've been seeing like fucking swords run through people and stuff like that, and I've been seeing like him hunt monsters and stuff. And I'm not entirely certain if they're using CG or if they're using practical effects.
Well, that's pretty good then, if you can't tell.
Yeah, but I mean, I'm also kind of an idiot, so.
He said it. He said it. I didn't say that shit. I didn't put it in editing.
Don't tell me in the comments. How could Jess say that about Mrmoopsy?
I'm sure somebody's gonna say it in the comments. Watch.
I will give them a thumbs up if they do.
What's like 3 people do that just because you said that?
Awesome. But yeah, because like there's for example, in the first episode, there's like a scene where he's like fighting all these dudes in this alleyway, and like he's running past them. There's the part where like you can see him like shove his sword into the dude, and you see the other end coming out the other side, and I'm like, okay, that has to be fucking CG, but it looks like super real.
I thought you were gonna say a lot worse. Like he stuck the sword straight up his ass, and you could see it in the.
Okay, this has to be porn, but
he literally makes him into a kebab.
But yeah, and I have I would say that up to episode 3, you don't see very many monsters, but like episode 2 is where it is like episode 1. I think there's like a chance it might not win you over. But give the second episode a try. That said, these are closer to hour-long episodes.
So Daredevil and whatnot.
Yeah, but I still, where I'm at, or like at the current like state of mind that I'm in, I would say check it out.
This sounds so weird to say. The current state of mind, which is sane.
I was probably like drunk or something. No, because like the reason I say that is because it could like some further episode down the line could be like, and then they jumped the shark already, and I say, what the fuck?
I was about to say, like, it sounded like if if Moops.
Yo, you turned into a mumble rap. I'm getting you out of here.
It sounded like if Mrmoopsy was like being mind controlled by like a monster, just saying like, "Yes, in my perfect mind, The Witcher is a great show."
This is of my own free will. And nothing
I'm
else.
not being mind controlled at all.
It's fucking like Henry Cavill standing behind me with a sword pointed at my throat.
Yeah,
he's using
and Henry Cavill is the best actor ever.
Now drink the juice.
I like the juice.
Even with the CGI face.
You weren't supposed to say that.
I fucking like if it was really mind control, I'd be saying Batman versus Superman was a good movie.
All right, okay, we gotta go get him.
Someone call 911.
That's like his Morse code. That like something's wrong.
Martha. Okay, guys, you gotta go get him.
Yeah, they got him. They got your boy. You gotta go get him.
Guinea penis.
Yeah, but I think that's it.
That's all I got.
All
Yeah,
right.
I haven't really got any stories, so.
Word.
How about you, Rez?
Nope, got nothing.
Cool.
All right.
Well, this has been episode 27.
This has been episode, as I said, 27 and or 28.
Yes.
This has been episode 27, 6, 8, 9, 31, 2.
This has been episode 2017-ish.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been episode 27. Thank you all for joining us. My name's been Mrmoopsy.
I'm Cosmic Jazz. Merry Christmas and Happy New Year's.
I'm Venom.
Have
Have a crazy Kwanzaa, a tip-top Tet, and a solemn but dignified Ramadan.
All of that.
Yeah, and sorry about the clusterfuck at the end.
And don't forget Raz, you fucks.
Well, she did
Ever!
she didn't say her I'm Raz, but Venom was talking about the other fucking crusty quote.
Krusty Krab pizza?
Sure.
Oh, okay, that's my bad.
You can say your farewell again, Raz, if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm Raz. Have a great holiday.
So anyways, I started blasting.
But, all right, so thank you all for joining us, and we'll catch you next year. Have a good holidays.
Take care, everybody.